So, Jubilee, yet again, are back with yet another controversial video. If you've been online, you would have probably seen the clips going on everywhere. So without wasting too much time, we're going to get right into it. But if you're new on there, it will be massively appreciated if you drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Mehdi.
What is it?
Mehdi.
You're from northern UK, I guess?
I'm from London, North London.
Okay, fair enough. What's your ethnic background, if you don't mind asking?
My parents are from India.
Okay, perfect. Just getting premise here. First of all, I want to say
The premise of Donald Trump being pro-crime.
No. I want to concern myself with why you care about what's happening in the U.S., first and foremost. Secondly, I want to say this. With the argument,
should people who live in the U.S. not care about?
Let's not interrupt each other. Because I have this thing, people know I have this thing. I have to stay calm, okay? So here's the thing. I am happy that he released J6. In fact, so much so that I was prepared to protest if he didn't.
Okay.
So when you say, are you okay that he's pro-crime? Sure, because you know what? We're changing the definition of what crime is, first and foremost.
You don't think stomping on police officers' heads is a crime?
I don't think it's no longer a relevant conversation anymore. You're
Really?
arguing. No, it's not, because you know what? Okay, have you seen the U.S. in the last 4 or 5 years?
Yes, I've
BLM
lived
protests.
here for a
Have you
while.
seen? Okay, I myself have been involved in these protests. I've seen egregious things that you couldn't even imagine.
So we have
being
no
done to
rules then?
conservatives. It's not about that. It's about tribal warfare.
Okay.
That's where we're at in the U.S. I don't know where you're at in the U.K. You're from India, so I don't really.
I'm not from India.
Oh, sorry,
my
your parents
God.
are from India, so
I'm an American
you have
citizen.
your own stakes.
I'm an American, you know.
You're an American citizen?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know how you got that, but fair enough.
Oh my God. Yo, you can see the racism flowing out of him. Earlier, the guy even said, well, why do you even care? I don't know, because America has influence all over the world. Like, believe it or not, you might be an American because Americans typically don't really care about what goes on around the whole world, right? They believe like everything is centered around America. But people that live outside America, we have to be wary of what happens in America. Who is the president? The foreign policy of the whole administration. You have to be wary because what America does affects the whole of Europe, right? The tariffs from the president recently affects everyone in this country. So, you know, you might be American and not really care about outside world, but the outside world really does care about what America does because it affects everyone.
Here's the thing.
Are you an American citizen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Not sure how you got that. Okay.
Born here.
Okay.
Born here, and my family lineage is settlers from the 1500s, so I have some stake in the claim here, okay?
But you're
a little different
But you're
than
a
yours.
descendant of immigrants, settlers,
I didn't know.
colonialists.
Yeah,
You don't
colonials.
look, you don't look
yeah.
very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites
not.
are Native Americans. What are you
Sorry,
talking about?
you're not.
What are you talking about?
You're not.
Whites are Native Americans.
How can the whites
I
be
think-
What was
Native
happening
Americans?
before the
I
1500s?
think you're getting confused with it.
I don't mind going on a tangent, but what was happening before the 1500s?
Calm down. I think you're getting.
What was happening before the 1500s?
There was indigenous people here that came here from
Do you know
Asia.
what indigenous means?
Listen, before
Indigenous
America,
people
Look,
can't
you
come
let
from
me
somewhere
finish.
else.
Why do you ask a question if you're going to interrupt?
I'm not sure if you know what the meaning of indigenous means.
I do know what it means. It
Doesn't
means
sound
they
like it.
came here first, right? They came here from Asia by way of land bridge. Have an argument with Neil deGrasse Tyson or anybody else about that. I don't care.
Is he an American?
I genuinely don't care. Yes, he is.
Okay, just checking.
My point is, okay?
Nothing to do with crime. So far, you've agreed with me that these people
Because
are
you're
criminals.
derailing, dude. I'm trying
You
to stay
literally
on
sat
track.
down and asked me where I'm from. I think you derailed this conversation from the get-go.
by that, but I'm because
I'm
I'm
not
always
offended. I'm
curious,
just wondering what it
because
has to do with
I'm
crime.
always curious.
We're going to talk about
why-
immigration. Don't worry. Later on, you can come back.
I hope so.
Right now, you're doing a very bad job of making the case that he's not pro-crime
I just
and
got a
pro-criminal.
round of applause. I could probably get another one actually if I.
What I can't believe what I'm actually seeing here. Genuinely, I can't believe what I'm actually seeing here.
Ask for it.
Wow.
So I don't think I'm
Is this
doing
how
as
you
bad.
get rounds of applause? You sit in a room with 20 people who agree with you. Wow, amazing. Amazing. That
Well,
must
wait
make you
till
feel
this comes
good.
out. You know what? I'm
20
actually
people
glad
agree
you're
with
getting
you,
this
applauded you.
emotionally outraged right
Wow.
now. This is great.
I love it.
Do I have to say anything at this point, or are you just going to keep going?
No, please.
Okay.
Make your claim.
Well, my claim is that I don't care if it's pro-crime. You want to go back to the topic of conversation?
That's fine. We agree then. He's pro-crime
But
and you
I have
don't
a
care.
question for you, though. Do you care on the opposite side of the spectrum?
Yes.
Do you care about law being administered
Yes.
to the opposite side of the
Yes.
spectrum?
I think
when they're
anyone
doing
who
the
assaults a
same?
police officer shouldn't be pardoned. I think that Donald Trump shouldn't have pardoned 9 Republican members of Congress who were convicted
Yep.
of crimes, and I don't think Joe
I don't
Biden should
think
commit.
you- I don't
I
think
don't think
you
Democrats should
understand.
pardon Democrats.
Fair, but I don't think you understand where we are in the U.S. then.
I think I do.
No, because you're arguing from a position of like a U.S. that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. We're headed towards
nihilism. No laws, nothing matters.
It's not about
everyone's pro-crime.
It's not about that. It's that conservatives for too long have been playing it safe. They've been playing by the law. They've been playing by the law. Yes, they have.
Conservatives have been playing by the law. I'm sorry, what? Where did that come from? You're literally talking about a situation. January, what was it? 20th? Literally everything that happened that day was against the law. What law are you playing by? You literally refuse to accept you lost the election. What part of the law are you actually following here?
Maybe you missed the Bush presidency. Did you live here during the Bush?
Conservatives are
didn't play by the law, George W. Bush.
Yep, invasion of Iraq. I'm not sure that actually was by the law, but
nor did Ronald Reagan.
Let's be respectful to you. Let me finish.
I'm not sure you've been that respectful, but okay.
I'm trying to bring it back, so let's both bring it back. Okay. I'm conservative. Okay.
Really?
Let me tell you this: we do play it too safe. We've been playing it by the book for too long. Okay. At this point, gloves are off. Right? The left has made their point. They're willing to do.
The police force in Washington, the left.
Yes. Are you kidding me? The left? Are you insane?
Police officers.
Look at LA right here. You think those stand down?
You think the LAPD are a bunch of liberal Marxists?
No, but I think they listen to liberal Marxists who tell them what to do.
Okay.
I think they listen to who signs their paychecks at the end of the day.
Can I just check, because you're doing lots of little diversions. We both agree Donald Trump's pro-crime, you're just fine with it.
No,
is that the position?
I don't
That's what you said so far for about 5 minutes.
I don't agree with your definition
What's your definition of crime?
It doesn't
Stomping on a police officer's head is not a crime. That's your definition of crime as the Native American.
I am Native American.
If you say so.
So, going back to the topic at hand, we have different definitions of crime because you're talking about...
There's a criminal code in this country. It's called the U.S. Criminal Code.
You know what? Let's focus on what we agree on. I'm sure you and I actually agree on a lot more.
Do we agree that people shouldn't stomp on police officers' heads? Can we agree on that? If you don't agree on that, then I really think this conversation is kind of pointless.
No, because first of all, you're saying what? That the police have the authority, that they're given the authority. I don't accept the authority that's been given by liberal
conservative position. I'm a conservative or pro-police.
Then you don't know what a real... Hey, listen, you're in a room with juggernauts right now, okay? I'm telling you right now, you are going to be blown open if you think that my
if we're going to struggle with the English language for the next couple of hours, then
what you're up against right now, okay?
100%.
Yeah. Newsflash, the conservatives are liberal to me, okay? Neocons, libertarians, all those mainstream people, there might as well be leftists to me, okay? That's how far to the right I am. Do you understand my position?
Jesus.
So when you
say, I kind of guessed it when you sat down.
Say, about obeying police, why would I give the authority to police? Do you know you're in America?
Do you think Donald Trump should be pardoning 9 members of Congress who committed financial crimes? Are you pro-financial crime? Are you pro-financial crime?
Do you know who Thomas Timbo is?
Pause.
I think the people who clapped you have voted you out.
This is the thing with conservatives and Trump's voters, right? They believe the country has gotten so bad that they have to hoop over every single law that's been established for them to get some sort of walk back to actually their own reality, what they consider reality. They're willing to storm the Capitol Hill. They're willing to do anything, whatever it takes, right? If you want to stop the illegal immigration, you're willing to deploy the army into the streets and literally violate civil law to drag people out because you want to reduce illegal immigrants. They literally believe that right now the laws in place does not guarantee their safety, doesn't guarantee anything beneficial to United States. So they all agree they are willing to go by above the law. That's why they support Trump. Trump is a representation of someone that doesn't abide by the law, that's willing to do anything to actually get their goal. They're not willing to actually run like a president and actually follow the rule book. He said it himself. This is genuinely what they believe. They don't believe the law will ever get them to the goal that they want. So they're willing to break every single part of it. It's incredible because you do think it is like that, but them actually admitting it is actually wild.
My next claim is that Donald Trump is defying the Constitution.
It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Mehdi, lovely to meet you.
So I would say that with Trump being anti-Constitution, I don't really care, to be quite frankly.
Okay.
Because in regards to the Constitution is a document that should seek to serve us. Yes. And when it fails to seek to serve us, that can be amended. Laws can be changed.
Exactly what I said earlier. Trump represents someone that's willing to go by literally every means to disregard the law to get to the certain goal. They don't believe the law serves them anymore. This is as clear as possible, you can see from these people.
And quite frankly, the fact is, we're defending things in this country that shouldn't be defended. The First Amendment should not defend pornography and making children and women be victimized, making women and children be victimized as a result of that. I think things like blasphemy shouldn't be allowed per the First Amendment. I think that, quite frankly, there are a lot of legal processes that are enabling criminals and bad people to fully enact their will in this country in the name of the Constitution or following the Constitution. So, quite frankly, if Trump is anti-Constitution, good, and I think he should go further.
So this is wonderfully revealing of the modern conservative mindset. So I appreciate you spelling it out so openly. Just checking, do you support the Second Amendment?
I do.
Okay, surprise! I was shocked to hear
that. Shock.
I'm saying that Donald Trump is defying the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the 14th Amendment. He's thinking of defying the 12th and 22nd Amendments. You're saying you don't care about the Constitution, but actually you do because you quite like the Second Amendment. You just don't like the bits that you disagree with. Can I just be clear on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm more than willing to amend it and include
whenever
the
it's in your
Second Amendment.
favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So can Democrats do the same when they're in office?
No, absolutely not. Because
so you don't
it's the
believe in
friend enemy.
democracy?
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
What do you believe in?
Autocracy.
By who?
Honestly, quite frankly, anyone who is in line with Catholic teaching.
Oh my God. I can't believe what I'm saying. Bro. I can't believe what I'm actually seeing.
Donald Trump is not Catholic.
Of course, he's not. I completely agree, and
so
that's part of the problem.
Trump? You don't support Trump?
No, I don't. I didn't even vote for him. I wrote in like John Pork or someone. I can't even remember.
Why did you vote if you don't believe in democracy and you want autocracy?
Well, because quite frankly, I voted. I kind of voted just to.
I came with this argument, but I'm bored of my own argument. I'm much more interested in this. So
yeah, absolutely.
How do we get to an autocracy?
I think, quite frankly, that if we are able to enact local leaders,
who is the we, by the way?
I think, quite frankly, these far right conservatives sitting right around
white
me.
people.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
So,
well, actually, I have quite.
Some of the people in this room don't make the cut from what I can see visually.
Actually, hold on for a moment. I do think that there are people who happen to not be white who do actually have history in this country and have roots in this country. For instance, from the Mexican-American War, we subsumed a lot of territory of people who have far stakes in this country who happen to be Hispanic or what have you. I'm for defending the traditional demographics of this country, which is majority white, and should stay that way.
How does the United States... I mean, we've gone so off topic, but how does the United States look like under you? Sorry, what's your name?
My name is, my name's Connor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Took a little bit of a doubt there.
Oh, well, I use a pseudonym online.
Fair enough.
But fair enough.
How would Connor's America look? What would it look like?
Well, quite frankly, I think we would deport people who shouldn't be here.
No, I didn't ask about deporting. What does the government look like?
What does the government look like?
Yeah.
I would say, quite frankly, it's under a sort of benevolent leader, such as
Where does he
Franco.
come from?
It could be a kind of aristocratic class. Could be someone
who picks the autocrat?
Frankly, the people. I mean, we could hold a vote on it. Kings were
isn't that democracy?
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that stage.
And then no more votes afterwards?
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
Oh my God. Bro, this is actually like, there are people like this, right? There are people like this, but it's actually like kind of chilling, actually seeing them live, actually talk about what they actually want. Only white people, deport every illegal immigrants, like break all the law just to suit just for our own bet. Like, it's insane.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills, because that's the whole thing.
How do you know?
Carl Schmitt
Autocrats tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt
supporters.
makes this point very well in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right?
Carl
liberals,
Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
I frankly don't care being called a Nazi at all.
I didn't say that. I didn't actually say that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
what about the persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But you don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution and stuff like that, which is bad.
A little bit of persecution. 6 million Jews is a little bit of persecution. These people are insane. There's no way he actually represents everyone surrounding him right now. He has to be the extreme of the... He said he didn't vote for Trump. Like, how far right can you be not to vote for Trump? How can Trump not fit your category of someone you want to be the leader? How far right can you possibly be?
this show
but-
because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Yeah.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you could say I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone
Because
is on this.
in
Because you know
during-
that millions of people are going to be watching you on YouTube and checking out
Yeah,
who the fascists
absolutely.
and the Nazis are.
I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever.
clearly you're not.
During the
Clearly you're not.
During the pre-war period, prior to World War II, it was only those parties that properly enacted the people's will. That's why they won. The conservatives were fat cats.
Are
They
you
were
in favor
aristocrats.
of,
They
are you
didn't
in
care.
favor of killing people who aren't like you?
Quite frankly, I'm not. If
You mentioned
they-
Franco earlier. Franco killed a lot of innocent people.
Oh, well, he killed communists. He killed people who raped nuns and killed priests.
What about children who he killed and women who he killed?
What are you talking about? He never killed any women or children. He was Catholic,
He only
dude.
killed combatants. Is that what you're
Yeah,
claiming?
he only killed combatants.
Never killed any innocent people.
The White Terror was only punishing those people who did acts of terrorism. And again, are you supporting like raping innocent women? Nuns, dude. Killing priests? I mean, priests don't brandish guns and kill
You
people.
just refuse to condemn the Nazi Holocaust, my friend. I don't think you're in a position to ask anyone any questions.
I quite frankly don't care what you think about me. If I'm a Nazi
And
and
the
being a
feeling
Nazi
is mutual,
and
so-
being a Nazi means upholding human
it
dignity, because I even believe in your dignity. I don't in a
I
state that I was
with the
running.
greatest of
I wouldn't
respect,
want to hurt
don't
you or
debate.
anything like that. But
What are we
quite
doing
frankly,
here? I don't debate fascists.
okay. So do you concede then? I mean, why
Do I concede you're a fascist
On
who won't
what?
condemn the Nazis?
Yeah,
yes, I
concede on
concede.
what?
that.
Okay, great. So I mean, what are we doing here? Because I mean, you
don't
just seem
know what
offended.
you're doing here,
You
to be
just seem
honest.
offended, to be quite frankly. Like,
I'm offended by people who can't condemn the Nazis. Yes, I am.
okay, well, I condemn the evils that they did, but I don't really
Against
care
the
about
Jews?
being. Yeah, sure. I don't care about being called a
Yeah,
Nazi.
sure.
Is the whole thing.
I never called you a
I
Nazi.
care
You
about
called
doing
yourself
the right
a Nazi,
thing.
a fascist, and a General Franco
Well,
supporter.
yeah, I am a General Franco supporter. He was awesome. He was so super cool, quite frankly. Because the whole
And
thing.
you don't believe in democracy.
I don't believe in
What are
democracy.
you doing here at a televised debate? This is democracy.
Because,
I want to debate and disagree.
because it is the means to support an end. The reason we have free speech now is because we want to be openly talking about our opinions so we can get the state that we want. But it doesn't mean
This is
upholding
great.
free speech after we win.
I
mentioned
The only
Jesus
good thing-
Christ, he's actually. I am speechless. Genuinely, I am speechless. The topic right now. There's not even any reference to the topic. He is so shocked about what is actually in front of him. I can't believe what I'm actually watching.
About
Holy-
this fascist moment
the
we're in
whole
is
reason-
that you guys are so open about it.
The
It's
whole
great.
reason
Say
I
the
mentioned
quiet part loud.
the
Keep saying
whole
it.
reason I mentioned Carl Schmitt earlier, and you kind of blew past him, is the friend-enemy distinction.
past him because of the Nazi
even
point.
liberals, when they take power, they want to enact policies and they want to enact protections for their people and their ideas, and they're willing to punish their enemy. And so I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, if you're going to punish me, I'm going to get in power, and I'm going to frankly punish you when you try to leverage power against me. Just that simple.
I'm not sure what you want to say.
Hey, it is what it is.
All right. Pause. You've been voted out.
That's the most insane political view I've ever heard in my life. Not condemning Nazi Germany, supporting killing people, supporting killing or removing anyone that isn't white. Like all these ideologies, right? Obviously you do know that it does exist somewhere, but seeing someone actually admire it is genuinely frightening. Seeing this actually live is kind of scary. Seeing the clips online, I didn't actually expect it to actually go this far. This guy, by the way, doesn't see Trump as far right enough. That should tell you something. If Trump isn't enough to fit your model of someone that should rule your kingdom or country, wherever it is, then you are so gone from reality. Genuinely, I'm speechless. But what do you think? Put it down in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And also, if you like the content, drop a like.